Hey everyone, Kayley here. Today I'm collaborating with Abby from Twist Me Pretty. I have been following her for so long and I love her blog and her YouTube channel. She does amazing hairstyles. She did this great daytime hairstyle that comes together in just a couple of minutes and will look beautiful on so many of you. And then I'm showing you how you can transition it into a nighttime hairstyle with this quick little fishtail updo. I think both hairstyles are beautiful and I want to wear both of them all the time, and I definitely think you should try them out. So let's just go ahead and get started. So as my base for this hairstyle, I have Abby's half up, half down style. I love this one. I think it's beautiful for daytime. And now to transition it into night, I am first going to split my hair in half and bring it forward over my shoulders. Step 1 is to create 2 fishtail braids. So I'm going to start on one half of the hair and I'm going to pull it up right behind my ear and split it in 2. Then I'm going to start my fishtail braid. A fishtail braid is basically when you take small sections from one side to the other. So I'm taking a small section from the bottom and joining it with the top. Then I'm going to take one from the top and join it with the bottom. And then I'm going to keep doing that over and over again until I reach the end of the hair. So basically you're going bottom to top, top to bottom, over and over and over again. Now if fishtail braids are too time consuming for you or you just don't feel confident with them, you can always substitute a normal braid here and it will look really great as well. Or of course, if you want to get really fancy, you could always try to add in a really cool braid. If you come up with that, send me pictures on social media because I want to see that. But anyway, I'm doing a fishtail braid and I'm just going to braid all the way down the hair until I reach the end. At the end, I'm securing it with a clear elastic. Now that you have one fishtail braid done, we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So you're just going to fishtail braid all the way down on the second side as well. If you're getting tired at this point, you could always do a normal braid instead. I think it might look cool to kind of mix 2 braids together with this hairstyle. And I totally encourage you guys to have your own adventures with my hairstyles. If you have an idea of how you could modify it to fit your hair type or your style better, do it and make sure to send me pictures. Anyway, so now I'm just doing this fishtail braid again. And at the end, I'm securing it with a clear elastic, and then we're ready to move on to the next step. Step 2 is to volumize the braids, and this is actually pretty easy. You're just going to kind of pull and massage on the braids and help them to get just a little bit more larger and a little bit more voluminous. So you can see here that I am kind of grabbing on either side and pulling apart and then massaging. And as I do that, you can see the braid is also getting a lot bigger. This usually doubles my braids in size, and I love that. Make sure not to overdo it. If you start to see that your braid looks a little bit fuzzy, that's when you want to stop because you don't want to end up with a really, really fuzzy, kind of too messy looking braid. Now that this is done, we only have one step left, which is to create the bun. I'm going to do this in 2 pieces. First by pinning the right side and then the left. So toss both braids back behind your shoulders, and we're going to start with the right braid. This one is going to create a loop just underneath the half updo, and it's going to look like this once we're done with it. To create the loop, I'm going to take the braid and put it about an inch below the half updo. I want it to follow the same shape as the half updo because I think that really makes the hairstyle go together very well. Once you have that kind of mimicking the shape of the half updo, pin it in place with as many pins as you need. I used a couple jumbo pins for this hairstyle and they really helped hold everything in place. Then take the end of the braid and put it just below the base of the braid so that you finish out the little loop. Then use bobby pins to hold it in place and you have the first piece of your braid done. Now we're going to use the left braid to finish out this hairstyle. I want to hide the elastic of this braid, so I'm going to hide the elastic behind the braid. And I'm going to do that by looping it over so that it's just sitting right behind the braid, just out of sight. And it creates this kind of looped shape. This loop is going to create the very final piece of our hairstyle. So this is the shape that we're making following these little arrows. And I'm just going to pick up that loop and place it right over the elastic from the last braid that we pinned. And we've got the hairstyle done. You're just going to hit this thing with a ton of bobby pins, hold it in place, and it's going to look really good once I pull my hands away. You can see that it's kind of like a crisscross applesauce with the fishtail, and I kind of love it. The last thing I'm going to do is take any flyaways I have, tuck them under the bun, and pin them out of the way. Now, if the bun that I showed you guys just seems way over the top, the big premise of it is that you kind of loop and pin the braids in the most cattywampus way you can think of. So if you don't want to follow my pattern, that's fine. Just kind of loop and pin however you want, and I think it's going to end up looking good pretty much no matter what. So that's it for my fishtail braided updo. I hope that you guys like it, and I definitely hope that you check out Abby's half up, half down style, which is the day version of my hairstyle. I think that it's incredible and it's nice and easy and will look good on so many different people. Also, I love Abby. I have been inspired by her for so long. I am genuinely a fan of what she does, and I think you guys will be too, so make sure to check her out and subscribe. I will see you guys in my next video. Mwah. Bye.